Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab. Why I do what I do for you. Today, I got a good one for you. You always say that. I always got a good one for you. Check this out. Right, there's 25 rules to live by. Storytelling story with a message and a story for life. I give life lessons. Today, I'm giving one about my son, okay, aka masterpiece. Heads up. That's what the lesson is about. Okay? Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment, knowing yourself a little bit better. I'm pretty good at that. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission. And I want all right thinkers to do just that, know themselves. Let's go. Here's the question. Do you know you? Excuse me. Excuse me. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Please don't be them. Right thinkers? I ain't got to worry about that. A person who knows not and knows that they know not. It's simple. You can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, stay tuned. Oh, I got you. I got plenty of stuff for you. If you want to learn, it's the place to be. A person who knows not and believe that they know, avoid them. They're dangerous. I try to. A person who knows and knows not that they know is just asleep spiritually. I'm the spiritual alarm clock. I'm here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. To my act, be true. Today is my son's birthday. I'm gonna give him a lesson. This is a lesson about. The title is right there. Let's talk about the job of the father, aka master teacher, is to what? Create masters. Meaning our children, we're the masters. Our children, we want to create them so they can become masters of themselves, to master themselves, to know themselves. I taught my son that before I even got enlightened, but I wanted him to know who he was. So that's what I did for him. Let's talk about it. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. If I get a little misty, if I get a little choked up, that might happen, but it is what it is. Okay, let's go. When my firstborn came into the world, into my life, I saw him before his mother did. Okay, when I saw him come out, the little dingleberry, I said, "Yeah, I'm. Thank God that I made the solemn promise right then and there. I'll be the best dad I can be. That's one of my life dreams, to be a good father. I had one, so I want to be like my dad. So I saw it was a boy. Ooh. And yeah, I asked God just what I asked God for. The whole time she was pregnant. Oh, what if it's a girl? What if I said, listen, understand this. Faith and belief is when it's well founded, won't be moved. I'm having a boy in the discussion. So that was way back then. It wasn't nothing about no spirit on that. I just I made a deal. If you give me a boy, I'll make him a man. I made good on my deal. He did his, I did mine. We squared. I was thankful and proud to have the opportunity to what? Make my son into the man that I wanted him to be. His own. My man told me to be my own man, so I'm passing it along. Good job. Being a proud father, from the minute I saw the little dingleberries, boy, I was I was amped up. And yeah, I knew I had me a man. My baby's a man. Can't you understand? I'm gonna make sure he become a good man. That was my promise. That was my job. I obligated that to my higher self then. Okay. Giving my son all the tools in life that he'll need to live a good and prosperous life on his own. Quick story. When I graduated from high school in 1975, We got it. We went to Tampa, Florida. We drove down, me and my mom and my dad. 1975 Cadillac. We dressed to the nine. I got my three-piece on, pop rocking, doing a Godfather. We put up on campus. When they left, we did all the stuff we had to do. Yeah. So when they left, oh man, gave me a $5 $20 bills. Go out and work, get yourself something. I'm gonna buy with this. You figure it out. That was back in 1975 when my son went to college. I dropped him off campus. Me and my brother. I was like, okay, my man. Bam. He said, 100? I said, yeah. I said, go out and work and get yourself something. He said, but times have changed. I said, no, it ain't. It's all the same thing. $100 back then was a lot of money. $100 then, to me, a lot of money. That what you need to get out of life, you can't buy with money. So it ain't about the money. Go get yourself something. He graduated with a degree. I'm proud of him. He did better than me. Why? I didn't make it. And get back that quick lesson. But yeah, I gave him $100 and I haven't given him a dime since. Okay. So all you parents who think you got to take care of your kid and no. If you teach them early, hold them accountable, they'll do their own thing. That's parenting 101. All right, watch this. Now, my best student in life that I ever taught was my son, Mark Jr. The reason being, he was easy to be taught. Why? He trusted me on everything I told him, and it served him well as he went through life following my instructions. He never pushed back. He never gave me questions. He never did anything except what I told him to do that would work for him. Again, as a teacher and instructor, I do what I do for you. I'm giving you knowledge and understanding that you can live by. I did it with my son. Now I'm doing it with Right Thinking Philosophy for anybody who chooses to learn it. Okay? I promise to be in all. I promise to be honest in all my dealings with my son. He learned and prospered. Why? Because I didn't BS him. I kept it straight. And from the time that he came to understand, when him and I had our discussions, it was always going to be straight, face to face, man to man, mano a mano. And you're going to get the truth from me. Why? I only want the best for you. So I'm telling you what you need to do. And if you do that, it'll work. He followed it. It did. Moving on. He never questioned me about the life lessons I taught him. I appreciate that. Why? Of course, that means he trusted what I was giving him, and when he used it, it worked for him. So we didn't have that problem. But Dad, whatever. No, didn't get none of that. Thank you. Now, I was a single parent back in the day, raising my son, but I had the opportunity to do it my way. I'm proud of him to this day. Why? Because it was just me and him. His mother was there, but living day to day, going through the rigors, it was me and him. Taught him how to cook, take care of himself, hygiene, all the things that he need, and respect for the opposite sex. Before that, I was a player. I was a ladies' man. So I taught him, no, that ain't what you want to be, my man. So yeah, he got that lesson too. When he was born, he's born on Palm Sunday back when he come into the world. And to me, that was my Christ. That was my resurrection. That was me coming to the world again, a do-over, so to speak. Getting there. Getting no touchy about that. But yeah, I gave him the best of me. So when I see him, I actually see me. Now I know what my father saw in me. I had to catch him just sitting back, just watching. When my son was playing ball, I would go to the gym, sit back and watch him do his thing. But when you raise them right, you give them the tools that they need to operate in their own life. You won't have to hold their hand for the rest of their life. Good lesson there. All right, here we go. Where am I? Yeah, I was a single parent. Okay, when he born, okay, yeah, Palm Sunday. Okay, we just got through that, so this is the case again this year. Okay, Easter fell on different time, but that back then that's what it was. Now let's get the concept. Master teachers or master creators, aka dads. If we had more men wanting to be dads and took that responsibility serious to create masters, we wouldn't have so many bad young men running around here like they don't know who they are. Heathens, beastly nature, ignorant, just out of control. as a parent, I would tell my son whenever he went somewhere, they said, "Oh, he's so well mannered. He better be." So that was just instituting how to conduct yourself way back then. All right, here you go. Now, I always wanted to be the best dad for my son. He deserved the best. So I knew that and I wanted to be that. Gave him the best opportunity to be his best self. And he took advantage of that. We had a good thing. I gave him the life game plan. He followed it to the letter. Dude, you got to work your way to a position to get a scholarship to college. I can't afford high school. My son was a sophomore in college. I was still paying his high school bill. Drove a truck UPS, hard-working father. But I made sure I told Father Ed the same business, man to man, if you educate my son, I'll pay for that. Simple. And it was 2 years after he graduated that I finished paying his bill. That's being a man of my word to another man who kept his word. Okay, just like I gave mine to him, I gave it to a man and he did his job and I did mine. That's what it's all about. I remember giving him my best and he took that and added to it to be his best. That's what you want. I don't need no reasonable facsimiles of me. I want you to be better than me. I thought I was better than my dad when he came out doing what I was doing. Why? Because he gave me the foundation and I worked on it and put it to my own and did what I had to do like I do with my right thinking philosophy. 30 years of studying and mastering. Yeah. At the same point in time, I want to do it this way. Hence, right thinking philosophy. All right, here you go. Now, back to my son's high school day, I used to walk proud when he played on them basketball games. From the AAU to high school to college to the pros. And I was the biggest fan. Wow, I would just come and watch. That's all I did. At one time, I was one of the fathers just all up there. No. I learned to be cool. He gave me the ability to just sit back because he said, Dad, I got this. We good. Okay. I never forget, I dropped him off. I said, son, I went to Florida. I came home with 2 white girls. Did me a favor. He said, Dad, don't worry about it. I don't play in the snow. My man. Okay. He's black. Love it. Ain't got to go through that. No, that ain't the prize, my man. Don't get caught up in thinking you get something. I go get your no. So keep it real. There you go. Now, I have, to this point in time, nothing but admiration and respect for my son. Why? Because how he learned his life lessons, and it was easy for me to do that for him. But watch this. I give my son the best. I give my son the best of my son myself. And I see that in him today. Why? Because it was easy for me and him just one. He got 3 boys. I got 3 grandsons. And every one of them is a reasonable facsimile of their dad. I love that. Okay. Now, we all feel like our children are the best and we are all right. Yeah, oh, that's cool. But when the facts lay out through life, you ain't got to hoop and holler, rant and rate how good you did. What? No, life takes care of that. I got grandkids that I hoop and holler about now. I love that. I see in my son so much of me is scary good. Why? Because to this day, I still say he's better than me. And he won't give me that. Why? Never that, Dad. I didn't take top billing from him. So I understand. It's respect. When you respect somebody, unless they do something to make or have you you should never not respect them. Kids, children, you don't outgrow your parents. You get grown. Okay, that means you're on a level of being respectfully grown, but that doesn't mean you outgrow your parent. Just a word of advice to young people. All right, when we come up, and you thought you were, I made you, I'll take you out. You can't do that nowadays. They lock you up. So things have changed. So I'm glad we had to deal with that nonsense either. All right, where we at? Okay, here you go. When he got his college degree, walked across that stage at Fordham University, I told him on that day, dude, you better than me. He said, never that day. Whoa, big ups. Like a true son, he said, never that, Dad. You're the best to me. Love you, dude. I was a good dad. I had one son. He's better than me. Why? Because he got 3 on his own and he's doing a great job. 3 times better than mine. I only did it for one. Okay? Yeah. Watch this. Well, yeah. Okay. Now, my son is truly in my image. Why you say that? Well, you can look at him and say that. That being a master teacher, aka good father, because he's doing it over and over and over. I only had to do it one time. Now I'm doing it with all my children, right thinking philosophy followers and right thinkers, but to do good by all is a hell of a feat. That's what I'm trying to make sure I can continue to teach and educate those who want to pay attention and use it. Let's go. I'm almost done. Sorry about that. I had to get past that. All right. Now, I taught him to be responsible for his actions as a man. Okay. Do the right thing and you will benefit. He never swayed. I see a young man who's focused on being the best him he can be, just like me. Learn the lesson well. Thank you, son. I always wanted to be a good dad to my son. Now I'm a good granddad. Why? Because my son's doing his job, and all I gotta do is mine. Be there, love him, and watch him grow. This is my position. Okay. Now I see my son, dad, aka master teacher, creating 3 little me's. I got one masterpiece. He got 3. So yeah, I still say he's better than me. Last one. In life, I think my son was my best. I still think my son was my best creation, aka my masterpiece. Still better than me. That's what it's all about. Be all you can be. Happy birthday, Fathead. I'm out. Hope you enjoyed the lesson.